Hello and welcome to Dog Show Mentors interview with Bruce Schwartz, president of Montgomery County Kennel Club. Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Lee.
So I'm so glad that you came this year again. I think this is the fourth or fifth year in a row that we've done this prior to Montgomery County so that we can share with everyone why everyone should go and some of the reasons behind it. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about maybe some changes that have occurred this year and maybe some traditions that are ongoing. So with Dog Show Mentor, we talk about don't go running off without a plan, first things first. So if you wouldn't mind, please share with us what kind of first things do you normally do to plan Montgomery County?
Well, first things for us really start within a month after the show is over with, and that is collecting the information from all our specialty clubs so we can get the premium list done. And they often have non-approved judges who are breeders or handlers, and this is kind of a long process. So we need to get everything started pretty much as soon as the show is over, so next year's show can go on and the premium list completed as required.
So explain to us about these specialty clubs, because this is part of the uniqueness of Montgomery County.
Right. So we were an all breed show, and now we're for a long time, a limited breed show. So we're the only terrier club that can actually offer a best in show ribbon. So we were long before all the group clubs were approved. So and further than that, what makes Montgomery County great is the support of all of our parent clubs who hold their specialties with us. That's what makes Montgomery County great, is all the quality throughout the breeds, because you can't go anywhere else and see so much quality in terriers represented in one location.
Because they're not just holding specialties, they're holding their national specialty.
Right.
And even though some of those clubs have what's called a roving national, the important national that everyone wants to go to is held in this year, Macungie, Pennsylvania.
Right.
And if you don't know where that is, you can look it up on the map. But
it's very close to Fogelsville.
That's right. Fogelsville.
It's actually just west of Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So it's and not too far from Philadelphia. So we fly into Philadelphia, we fly into Newark, and maybe some people fly into Allentown. I don't know. I've never met anyone who flew into Allentown. So Bruce, share with us maybe some new things that are going on this year.
Well, two things that are going on. Since we've been partnering with the showgrounds with Hatboro, things are really working out well, and financially, it's a much better position for Montgomery County than having a standalone one-day show at the college was very expensive for us. Not that we ever would have left, but it was just a matter of circumstances when COVID happened and other venues weren't available. Macungie Park was willing to work with both of our clubs, and it's really helped us from a financial point of view. I think the exhibitors are much happier being in one location for the Hatboro and Montgomery County shows, and we'd like to show our appreciation this year, and we have sandwiches and snacks available for exhibitors around the group ring. So we hope people will enjoy that. Each year people want clothes, hoodies with logos, with the Montgomery County logos. So this year we also offered that on pre-order, and I just hope that goes smoothly, and people enjoy Montgomery County.
Yeah, and if you didn't pre-order, my understanding is that you may be able to get one on site, maybe an extra. Is that right?
Yeah, we will have very, very, very limited extras um, on site.
Okay.
And
Oh,
those will be available after 12 noon when all the others are picked up.
okay, great.
And I just want to say something else that's going to be in limited supply this year, or more limited. I think everybody who's attended in the past knows at the end of the day, we've had a lot of leftover catalogs. Well, we can't really afford to keep, you know, disposing so many catalogs that weren't sold throughout the day. So we've cut down on our order. There should be enough, but if you really want a catalog, I suggest coming early and picking up, buying your catalogs early, first thing in the morning.
Well, I remember times where if you didn't get your catalog by 10 o'clock, they were sold out. What
Yeah,
happened to that?
I don't know, but those times have been over for us, unfortunately. I think, well, COVID, I think made a difference because for the past few years, we haven't had a lot of foreign exhibitors and spectators who tend to buy catalogs and catalogs for all their friends at home. Um, and I think now with the online catalogs, I mean, I think our catalog is unique because everybody in their breed clubs advertising, there's so much breed advertising. I think people want to keep it to look at the pictures and to really cherish their national specialties. However, I think a lot of people are just saving money. Though our catalog's been $20 for
I know,
probably
forever.
25 years, for a long, long time. So um, if you want a catalog this year, get there early.
Well, I definitely want a catalog. Last year, I didn't get away from the rings until too late, and I missed for the first year in 10 years, I missed getting a catalog. So if anybody out there has a catalog that you're willing to part with, please let me know. All right. So can you tell us where people, how does it work if you've never been there for the first time and you arrive on the site and everybody's going in different directions? What is this site like? For you, in terms of what do you see as the president of Montgomery County when you get there in the morning, as far as people and activities?
Well, what I see is the greatest terrier show in the world, with everyone coming from all over the world to see the best terriers. So it's really, and people, this is like a Christmas for terrier people, where they get to see their friends that they don't get to see throughout the year. Everyone gets together. Most of the breed clubs have their annual meetings over the weekend. And it's really the camaraderie of terrier people through their breed clubs joining to make this great show, where they're going to see new stars, veteran dogs coming back. And, it's really a place for breeders to evaluate their own breeding stock, other people's dogs, to see what they're going to be using in the future for their breeding program.
I remember one year, one of the 4 shows was canceled. And of course, that happened on a number of years, but one of the 4 shows was canceled. And I was sort of bemoaning the fact, woe is me. And the person standing next to me said, yeah, I know. I came all the way from New South Wales. So I was disappointed as well. And I thought, okay, I don't have anything to complain about. But people really do come. I've been watching some of the European dogs on online on Facebook that are planning. They haven't said they're going to attend, but they're going to attend. And you see how they're they're so excited about their new prospect or the dog that's been winning in Europe, for the last couple months and doing some big winning. And they're coming with those great dogs. And I think for me, it sets the bar high as a terrier judge. So even though I'm not officially from terriers, I do judge the whole terrier group. And I find across the country that sometimes the quality isn't very good. And when I go to Montgomery County, it helps me reset my eye on what the quality can be and should be in any of these given breeds.
Right. I know for me, and it starts with Hatboro, it just kind of gives me renewed faith in dog shows because unfortunately, I don't think it's limited to terriers, but I think the entries are smaller. We have more dog shows, so the quality isn't what it was 20 years ago to even 10 years ago. So what Montgomery County and Hatboro mean to me is like renewed faith that we do have people breeding good dogs out there exhibiting their dogs in beautiful condition. And this, I mean, I've been doing this for like over 50 years, and Montgomery County was always the place where your dog had to be in just flawless condition to compete. Because this is like every terrier person's dream is to do well at Montgomery County. And doing well might mean winner's dog, best in sweepstakes, best of opposite sex. It's really the place where the competition is the greatest in terriers.
I remember one year I was watching Welsh, and honestly, I had never seen so many beautiful Welsh Terriers. And of course, that's your breed. Do you remember what the entry is in your breed?
I think this year it's 47. It's it it's for quite a while. It's been in the neighborhood of 45
Mhm.
dogs right in there.
Yeah. I think that particular year there were 35, but nevertheless, it's a lot of Welsh and Welsh in perfect condition and coat. And so talk a little bit about how those coats get prepared, and how far in advance the owners and handlers start really making that coat, particularly the hard-coated terriers, perfect.
Well, I mean, if it's for new puppies, young dogs are going to be starting out, and if this is their first weekend or this is their starting point for the sweepstakes or the puppy classes or the bred by classes, I would say you want the dog in a 10 to 12 week coat, ideally, so that's fresh and beautiful and looking perfect. For most of the seasoned dogs, it's different. When we started showing Welsh, people wouldn't roll coats like they do now. And what I mean by rolling coats is they're constantly working the coat, taking some of the top hair off. So it's a process where new hair is replacing old hair constantly. So there are two different, you have young dogs getting in their first coat of the season, and then you have prime dogs who've been having their coats worked 2 to 3 times a week to keep them in prime condition.
Yeah, that's a lot of commitment. Um, and and yet I have some of my terrier friends tell me that I spend way more time on my Tibetan Terrier coats than they do on their hard-coated terriers.
Well, I think it's a different type of work or time. Um, the thing with a terrier coat, you can't like take a dog, and I'm talking about the hard-coated terriers, and leave them alone for a couple of months and think, oh, I'm going to do some work on the coat and I'm going to get them looking great. This is really, you have to be dedicated to working on the dog at least twice a week, every week. and there's no slacking off. You got to keep a regimen.
Yeah, no vacations.
No.
No vacations. No 2 weeks in the Bahamas. So let's talk a little bit about the terrier community, and how people help each other learn how to work a coat, how to condition it, how to prepare it for the ring.
Well, I think each of the breed clubs makes an attempt and at many of their specialties, having grooming seminars for people so they really learn. In addition, a lot of the handlers and groomers who are really top are doing webinars, tutorials, grooming sessions, and different things. So in that sense, there's more opportunities than there previously were for people to learn how to groom their dogs. What I think is lost is we used to have so many more breeders and exhibitors in a local area that would help new people and guide them through these things. So people probably have to travel more, have to do more searching to get the help, which is required to learn how to groom.
Mhm. Yeah. If they're lucky, they find someone local to them who is really experienced and willing to help. And
But
I know that I've been lucky enough to work with some of my members who have really good people near them. They watch a lot of YouTube videos. They work the code and then they go to the shows, and they may work with maybe a terrier professional handler, or another terrier breeder who is really experienced and knows what they're doing.
right, but besides having to have the tools to do the learning, I think the most important thing is having the willingness to put in hard hours, continual hours, and consistent hours of work on your dogs.
So 2 hours twice a week.
Yeah, I mean, of course, they're all different. I mean, Airedales will take a lot longer than a Welsh, and but you need you need to do it consistently. That's more important than the time is the consistency, that you don't let the coats get out of hand. You're constantly keeping the dead hair in check, bringing in new hair.
Yeah, that's what we do with Tibetan terriers. We're always just brushing, brushing, brushing.
Yeah, the difference is the actual pulling takes a lot more physical effort than the brushing effort.
I don't know. We'll see. I am so thrilled that you came and talked to Dog Show Mentor and to all the terrier world. This is going to go on YouTube. At Dog Show Mentor, we say community drives achievement. And that's exactly what happens at Montgomery County and in the terrier community. And also at Dog Show Mentor, we have core values of confidentiality, excellence, community, integrity, transparency, and grit. And most of all, remember to have fun with your dog and make sure your dog has fun with you. Thanks for being here. This is Lee Whittier, the Dog Show Mentor. Bye for now.
Thanks, Lee. Bye now.